In this video, we're comparing some of the cheapest to some of the most expensive fidget toys. But it's the ones in between that are actually worth it. So let's check it out.
I don't even want to show this one, but for about $1 on Aliexpress and a little more surcharged on Amazon, these plastic gravity fidget toys, I hate to admit it, are actually pretty fun, especially if you don't get to or have never played with the real deal. Not only is this much safer with the all plastic build that honestly feels like a toy you'd get from a Happy Meal, but these blades won't get you in trouble either, and you can even let your kids flick them around too. Getting the flick and squeeze perfect every time is an instant dopamine hit, and unfortunately isn't the quietest fidget either. So I wouldn't blame your girlfriend if she gets super annoyed and tries to use one towards you. If you were born in the late 1900s, you probably fidgeted with the real thing. These Nintendo controller parts aren't just addictive, they're pure nostalgia too. So not only do you get an instant relief of hitting every ABXY combo, you also get to relive the trauma of never winning in Mario Kart and rage quitting, tossing the controller across the room. Or was that just me? These are officially from Nintendo. They've got the NES, SNES, N64, and even GameCube controllers, which if you just skip that Big Mac combo today, you can grab one of these readily available on eBay. Then pretend to enter the secret code every time before entering your secret dungeon, aka bedroom at your parents' house. While this one is also affordable, it always requires another piece to it, which I personally love because if you're a fan of playing cards like I am, you collect them, or better yet, carry them with you daily, the deck spinner slides onto any standard poker size pack of cards and auto-magically upgrades it to a fidget spinner. It's not the prettiest or cleanest finish, made from 3D printing with ball bearings installed on both sides, but for about $20, I can't complain. I do wish it came in different colors to match whatever deck I'm rocking. Thankfully, it does grip just enough to stay on without hindering your ability to actually use the cards too. And so far, I haven't had any issues with it scratching or denting the boxes too badly, although I would imagine it will eventually bite into them over time. But maybe avoid pulling this out on your next date, as you might magician too hard and make any interest she may have had in you instantly vanish. Now entering the $50 territory, made of some real metal this time, the JJWKB play tray does just sit on your desk, but looks really clean while doing so. The center portion is magnetic, so it can keep a ball in place, but well, bam. Also doubles as a hidden storage for your daily essentials too. It's one of those fidget toys you won't even realize you're playing with while raging at work at Steve. With its ashtray-like vibes, no one will question why you have it, plus could also be used to store something actually useful too. You can toss in another ball if you're really unhinged, but the sound of metal rubbing on metal is not only soothing, but a little hypnotizing too. Now for a useful tool and a real excuse to carry a fidget toy around with you, the RiveryMFG Zero has quickly become my go-to blade tool because I've never experienced opening a blade like this, as it feels like you're revealing a poker hand, but then wha-bam, again, instantly springing back in when done. Don't worry, in use, although the smaller handle isn't the most ergonomic, it can still do some damage. They've got a few finishes and colors available, and I like the divot design in this version as it gives your thumb something to grip onto and just really satisfies the symmetrical side of my brain. Made from a chunk of metal, when it's all tucked away, it also has a worry stone vibe to it as well. Plus, it can last forever as it uses utility blades that you can easily swap out once you remember the proper sequence to split the halves apart. I was initially concerned about it opening on its own in my pocket, but through our scientific drop test, it never popped out on its own. Plus, the rugged, scratched up edges and battle scars actually make it look and feel even better. I do recommend tossing on your favorite bead too, so you've got something extra to grip onto due to its smaller size. Plus, when you do pull this out, no one would suspect that you're not actually a handyman and that you just have ADHD instead. Now, if you're looking for the perfect middle ground for satisfaction, superb build quality without breaking the bank yet, a huge shout out to Lautie for sponsoring this segment and making it smack dab in the middle of the fidget food chain. At just about over a Franklin, you can get their Choc slider with its surprisingly compact design that looks super sleek without having anyone ask what you're holding in your hand, all while using no screws. It simply combines good design with, well, magnets. which we all know and love. You can slide it slow and feel each gear click, or speed it up and see how long it takes for you to start a fire. Held between your fingers, this is one you can take anywhere without looking out of place, and if you're OCD and love a squared off symmetrical gadget like I do, if you know, you know. And this is tough to beat. This one is very controversial, as it's specifically for people who don't like metal or plastic scratching up everything else in your pockets. Made completely from leather, it's not the most satisfying, can be a little finicky, but like any good leather, will only look better the more you use it. Handmade from full grain leather, the best of the best when it does come to leather. It's stacked up to make this box-like design, and inside is a sliding button, also made from leather. When brand new, it's a little sticky to get moving, but with some time and use, the leather does smooth out, giving you a light switch style fidget. Plus, being made of leather also means it's the best smelling and even tasting fidget toy that we've tested as well. It's not cheap, but any quality leather handmade good rarely is, as it's designed to last a lifetime, and like you, only gets better looking with age. Moving up to more serious fidgeters looking for style, satisfaction, and can afford to throw money at toys, the MOT Mix Slider is a 2-in-1 that you won't be able to put down. Satisfying not only with the click of a wheel, but the slide and squeeze of the gears too. Available in a few designs, I've got the Zelda inspired one, which just makes it even more epic, and a must-have for any fans of the Nintendo franchise. At about the size of an AirPods case, it's chunky, has some weight to it, but it screams quality and feels like you're actually paying for a real piece of machinery. The details on this go even harder, with every slot inside it clicks into. Combined with these graphics, if you're a Hyrule native and can read Hylian, this probably says your mom or something cryptic like that. But come on, just listen to this. It gives me the good kind of chills straight down my spine as I'm editing. And on the scale of satisfying, this is a 12 out of 10 with how smooth both actions feel in the hand. If you're a man-child, like myself, then you probably still love playing with your Game Boys. And for some of us, it's really the buttons that are the real fun. That's where we jump into the high 200s to just about $300 mark with the Clicktendo, which if you needed a reason to convince your girlfriend to buy, actually makes for a really expensive bottle opener too. Now it's only released in group pre-orders and only available every few months from what I've seen, but when you do catch a drop, it's a sight to be seen, because with their special add-on inserts to fill the void, it completes the whole package with the custom metal faces of cult classics like my favorite, Tetris. They also dropped a slimmer clear model, which you know we had to pick up. And yes, we do pay for these because we love to support some awesome creators making some awesome gear that brings back some awesome memories. This fidget will get you in trouble, not only by annoying your girlfriend to death, but if you take it outside anywhere in public, given it instantly makes you look like a threat to national security. But that's sort of also why it's so damn cool. You can spin it two ways, on the finger and along the stem, but also, well, bam! Like a DuPont lighter or sound of the fridge opening, it's a very distinct sound you'll recognize from a mile away. And boy, does it sound good every single time. This is a beast of a fidget in every way, size, weight, and cost too, because at about $400 right now, these will only go up in price once the supply runs out. And if you're about to comment how you can find this for $20 on Temu, look, this ain't for you. We're almost at the most expensive, but along the way, another from Lautie we couldn't pass on, the Jackpot 2.0. Straight out of a 2069 roulette table or something, they're making fidget toys you didn't know you needed until now. It's another one to upgrade your desk setup though, as this one is chunky and just sits there staring at you until your fingers get a little restless, so you can do this. It's trying to hit the 666s that keep you coming back. But beside that, there's a spin style prize wheel for the additional bonus jackpot. The weight of this whole piece is what you'll instantly notice, something that gives you the confidence you paid for something that can't be copied. And with 164 parts to this, it's sophisticated, complicated, and elegant in its own way, even if you don't get to take it with you. Just imagine though, betting with your boss that if you roll the sixes, you get that raise, the extra vacation days, and most importantly, not having to work with Steve anymore. Now that is worth every penny. And now, the most expensive fidget toy that we've tested to date, retailing at about $1,000 and currently reselling for double that on eBay. I honestly don't recommend any sane person get one. Not only can you not leave your house with it, but if you do decide to, you may get in trouble with authorities and in turn, your girlfriend when she has to bail you out of jail. Jokes aside though, the Wanwu Breaker Howitzer is one of the hottest releases in the fidget world recently, which 99% of you could care less about, but for the 0.03% of you that just won the lottery or something, this is something you get for a special occasion. You've gotten a promotion, maybe your son was born, or you found your old Pokemon binder that's worth hundreds if not thousands of dollars. You can slide, spin, click, and even reload, but the real value is this. A final wabam. When would you ever get the chance to feel like an actual cowboy again? Which personally for me is worth the price alone, because this is an investment in my future when I sell this on eBay for 4 times the cost. And yeah, I bought this with my own money. Cha-ching!
If you love all things fidgets, join our new Facebook group, Pocket Hoarders, where I'm actually doing a giveaway for a fidget toy for the founding members. But that's it. I rest my fidget toy